You've heard of the doctor, but have you heard of the dogtor? The first medical alert dog to be trained in South Africa is right inside this house. Let's go meet Honey and her best friend.
Oh, it is in the morning, so my brother and I were sleeping in that room there. And then my brother was awake, and then he was busy playing with Honey. And then I was still sleeping, and then my dog, she stopped playing with James, and then she pawed at me and she started licking me while I was sleeping, and then she woke me up. Because she smelled something funny on my breath, and then she started pawing me.
Yes, the first time it happened when I think he was 3.5. It's funny, I thought he was possessed. His eyes turned totally black. His whole body sort of convulses and tightens up like this, and he was just screaming. He just kept screaming my name, and yeah, it's frightening. It's not a nice thing to go through, you know. So I don't want it to happen again. I still now have constant nightmares of it.
It's a cotton bud with my saliva on it. So I take it with my sugars at either 3.0 or up to 3.9. So what we do, I either do random checks where I just take the swabs out the fridge and I put the lid on, and I just sit and relax, and Honey has to try to pick it up. And I mustn't say anything. It doesn't matter how long it takes. She has to pick it up by herself. Then either do that, or I do the scent wheel, where I put the swabs on the wheel and I spin it, and she has to find the right one. She has to pull and she has to lie down. Or I have to hide around the house. Honey has to go. We have to let it off the lead, and we have to go find it, and she has to go find it.
Honey is a real character. She's I must say, this year I've learned a lot from working with her, that not all dogs are robots and easy to train 1, 2, 3. She's probably tested us in as many ways as we're going to be tested with this program. But she's an amazing dog. She's got such a sweet nature, and we really saw her blossom when she got settled in with the family and was able to bond with Duncan. Then we really saw her character blossom, and her willingness to work especially.
It really is an additional help. When I can't be around, or Greg, then at least Duncan has somebody that's looking out for him. It may not work all the time, and we understand the fact that it's a dog, and there will be good days and bad days, and some days she might not pick it up, but at least there's that little bit of extra help that is there that could help us.
In the beginning, she was very distracted by all kinds of things. People, bunny rabbits at the training school, and we had a few laughs with her. But just now that she's able to detect the sample on Duncan when they're getting out of the car, when they arrive at school, that's a very good sign to know that she's on the right path. And she has alerted him once already, and we're hoping for more of that as she gets used to the training and understands her job. So yeah, it's quite tricky to know when they're trained, but it's an ongoing training procedure. So that's something that people should know when inquiring about a dog, is that they're going to be training this dog for the rest of its life, maybe a couple times a week doing the sample work, as well as obedience. The obedience is extremely important.
There's been quite a few challenges, from just having a dog in the house to now having a dog that goes everywhere with us. The training, yeah, there's been lots of obstacles, but we seem to be making headway, so it's very nice. It's just they're still going out with her is quite a challenge, because some places are not dog friendly, and even though she's a medical alert dog, she's not 100% trained yet, so not everyone's willing to have her around. We have a few exceptions, like now the Life Saving Club, they've allowed her in, so they're very accommodating. He's had a couple of weeks, I think last week he had a 1.9, which is really, he should be in a coma by that stage. Why he wasn't, I don't know, and I'm quite happy to leave it like that. But so Honey needs to be an integral part of his life and go everywhere with him. And I think for him it's also a challenge. He's 12, and he wants to play with his friends, and he's got his mom nagging to have his dog with him all the time. So I think for him it's a huge challenge, but he's doing really well. We were never dog people until we got Honey. The idea of having a dog in the house was a no-go, especially with the hair and the wet smell from the pool. But I think the challenging thing is it just takes time and patience. You know, it's a constant thing all the time. I don't know how long it's going to take. We certainly are making progress. But yeah, it's I reckon another year, 2 years. It all depends. It also all depends on how Honey's, how quickly Honey's picking it up. She's picking it up.
some days she just doesn't want to work, which is fine. I mean, but it's a constant thing. It's an everyday thing. There's no letting off or relaxing or saying we won't do it today, we'll do it tomorrow. We have to do it all the time.